Hey guys, Ali here. In today's video, I'll be doing a review for Topkapi Palace. Now, you may actually recognize this place from a video I did previously. I think the video before this one, actually called the best Adana Kebabs in Manchester. I did feature these guys, but as the name of the video suggests, that was purely for Adana Kebabs. These guys have actually got some really cool Turkish food that I'm really excited to show you guys. So without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, so we're inside, got the menu in hand. I've got a really cool lunchtime deal. I'm going to order off that deal. As soon as the food comes out, I'll be ready to start that review. Right, so whilst I've got, like I said, I've ordered my food. I've got a couple of mains and a couple of starters as well, so definitely go over those. One thing I want to say, they actually have a decent amount of food on these actual set menus. A lot of the time you go into restaurants and they'll have like maybe a starter and a main for like a tenner. Here it's $10.95. They've only got a couple of dishes here. They've got a decent amount of meat dishes, decent amount of chicken and veggie dishes as well. So they've got a really cool selection. Like I said, I am super excited for this food to come out. Very hungry. Right, okay, so these starters are here and they have the traditional Turkish names. So if I ruin these names, if I butcher them, I'm very sorry to my Turkish friends. Right, so in fact, I'm actually just going to read them off the menu because I would describe this as maybe like a phyllo pastry with some cheese inside. The actual name, if you're coming to the restaurant, is Ispanakali Borek. So, okay, so this is called an Ispanakali Borek. So this is phyllo pastry with some spinach and some cream cheese inside. Ooh, piping hot. That filling looks amazing, super hot, really cheesy. Some parsley in there, some spinach. Ooh, hot. Oh. That is fantastic. That's actually one of the dishes I've not had before. Honestly, that's actually more for camera lady rather than myself, but that is absolutely fantastic. The cheese is really creamy, it's really rich. The parsley and the spinach the parsley particularly just cut through that cheese. The pastry's got a really nice chew to it. A little bit surprised how absolutely delicious that is because I've not had it before, but that, guys, is an absolute hey man. I love this dish. Okay, so moving on, but that phyllo pastry and the cheese was absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so next dish is Cerkez Tavugu. I think I'm pronouncing that terribly again, I'm very sorry, but this is something that I've had many times. I love this dish. It's actually shredded chicken with some walnut and a hint of mayo and garlic. It sounds a little bit different to what you might be used to, but I promise you guys, absolutely phenomenal. Just before I go into this though, how good was that phyllo pastry? It was absolutely fantastic. I love that starter. I can't wait to go back to it, to be honest. Let's try this. I've not had this for a little while. It's as good as I remember. You can actually taste the chicken, the garlic, the mayo. It just goes so well. It's not a combination that I think I would conventionally put together, if I'm being honest, but this is just a phenomenal little starter. Decent portion size actually as well. The walnuts and the chicken go so well together. That is just creamy and absolutely beautiful. This gets a hey man as well. The starters so far I've absolutely loved. Cannot wait for mains, so stick around for those. Starters are done, mains are on the way. The actual phyllo pastry, even though it's fried, it still managed to actually taste quite light, really good. The walnuts in the shredded chicken dish were absolutely fantastic. They give you that little bit of crunch actually when you have that dish as like a dip. So if you're dipping your pita bread in, when you have it, it's quite a sort of a soft texture, but the walnuts just give it that tiny little crunch. Fantastic. So ready for my mains. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Adana Kebab first. I've got two mains. This is the first one that I'm starting with. The actual Adana Kebab itself is minced lamb skewered, grilled with some spices and some onion. Let's give this a go. Now, one thing I should say is a lot of their mains actually have their homemade tomato sauce, and I can see why, because it's absolutely delicious. They put it all over their Adana Kebab and it is so good. Right, so this is it. It looks pretty good. It's not overcooked at all. I do not like overcooked lamb whatsoever. This actually looks pretty tender and juicy in the middle. Lightly spiced and flavoured, but the flavours are definitely there. The lamb has got a beautiful taste to it. It's got a little bit of sort of charm on the outside, but it's really tender actually on the inside, which is how it's supposed to be. Fantastic. All of their mains, apart from the bursa kebab, have a decent portion of rice and salad as well. That is a really good portion size, super healthy. The kebab itself, the lamb, is phenomenal. And guys, do make sure you're going to come here. Even if your main doesn't have like their homemade tomato sauce, just ask for it. It's actually fantastic. It goes with most of the stuff. Wicked. Okay, so now we're moving on to the Carne Yarik. Again, sorry for the pronunciation. This is actually a lovely little dish. It's quite healthy. It's fairly low carb as well, actually. It's an aubergine, which I absolutely love. I used to hate aubergines growing up, actually, but as I got older, the taste buds evolved, and I love aubergines now. So this is, like I said, a grilled aubergine with some mint, some peppers, some onions, and a little bit of tomato in there as well. I'm gonna try that for you. There's a ton of mint actually in here, which is good. And the orb is skinned too, makes it a little bit easier to eat. It's piping hot. Taste delicious, super hot. Like I said, it's fairly low carb as well. I love the taste of aubergines and that. Again, you know, a lot of the time I hear people in the comments say Turkish food is maybe a little bit under seasoned or under spiced. I think it's delicious, to be honest with you. I love my heavy seasonings and spices and that kind of stuff, but if you can have a dish where the ingredients, like the meat, in this case the aubergine and the lamb mince, can sing on their own, it makes a change and it's delicious. Something to note actually is all the starters are served with pita bread and all the mains are served with rice and salad, apart from the bursa kebab. So starters, pita bread, mains, salad and rice, apart from the bursa kebab. If you want to have sides like chips and things like that, they have those available too, but you have to actually buy those separately. Okay, so I'm going to crack on with this meal, guys, but if you're liking the video, do hit that like button. It actually helps the channel out a lot. It lets YouTube know you like it, so it starts showing my channel to other people. And if you want to see more reviews, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I do a ton of reviews for the Manchester area because that's where I live. However, I do go down to London to see family a lot, so I've got a load of London videos, Birmingham videos, and possibly Bradford videos planned as well. So if you want to see that kind of stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button to actually stay notified for my videos. And whilst I'm plugging all my stuff, I may as well mention Instagram as well. I do daily vlogging on there. So same name, Halal Food Travel Guide. The link for that will be in the description. Make sure to follow me on there and say hi, because do you know what, right? YouTube needs what's the word thing? Not a hello function. Like a DM function. No one can message me on YouTube, right? So love to get in contact with my followers and subscribe. So follow me on Instagram so I can actually say hi to you guys. The rice is well cooked. The salad is decent. Like I said before, it's a decent size to it, but honestly, you come in here really for the meats, I think, on the main. The aubergine dish, for me, is absolutely fantastic. I love the Adana Kebab. The Adana Kebab, which I covered in a different video, I'll link that in the description. That is fantastic as well. Pretty much every dish I've had here, guys, I've really loved. So highly recommend Topkapi Palace. Alright guys, so that does take me to the end of my video. Super excited to show you this place, guys. I've actually been coming here for years. I started this channel maybe last year, July 2019, but honestly I've been coming here for years. Hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I liked making the video. If you like the video, make sure to drop the video a like. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys in that next video. Bye.